Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I want to talk about a lot of the things in my home. A few weeks ago, I made a video about my full apartment tour. I show you guys a lot of things in my home, but for today's video, I want to talk a little bit more about them. I usually like to call myself a collector instead of a hoarder. I collect arts, I collect ceramics, chairs, lamp, what else? Books, figurines, like especially the small pop art figurines. Oh, and vinyl. I want to talk about all of the vinyls that I collected so far for the past 5 years. And to start out the video, I want to make matcha for you guys, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna talk about everything else. This is my matcha station. It used to be on the loft, but I recently hosted a cat cafe for my friend. So I moved everything down to this bar, which I think is perfect, and so it's gonna stay here permanently. As for the matcha, I have kettle matcha. This is wakaba matcha, and then this matcha from Nectarine, one of my favorite matcha. And this is a matcha that my friend got it for me in Japan, although it's like about to be out. But yeah, for today matcha, I'm gonna be using this one from Nectarine. To start out, we're gonna boil some water. If you have an electric kettle, I recommend to leave it as 176 Fahrenheit. But if you don't have one, that's okay. Just make sure after you boil your water in the regular kettle, the water is not piping hot, so your matcha won't be burnt. To make your matcha, you're gonna need a sifter. Any kind of sifter is okay, but you absolutely need one. You definitely don't want any clumps in your matcha, so yes, this is necessary. I also gonna be using a scale today. It's not necessary, but it's good to have one. You're also gonna need a matcha whisk. You can use a regular whisk, but I recommend getting a bamboo one. It's just easier to get clumps out. And you're also gonna need some type of like spoon to get your matcha. In this case, I have a wooden spoon and a matcha bowl. I forgot to mention, but you need to soak your chasen in hot water. That way the bristle can be softened. I recommend soak it for 1 minute. By the way, I'm making matcha for my friend Cam. It's really fun. It feels like I'm in a one of those like
Barista simulator.
Barista simulator. Oh my god. And I only have oat milk. Is that okay? She only like oat milk, so. To serve my matcha, I'm gonna be using a little tray with a coaster on it. I recently just got this coaster. It's so cute, and also this tiny one that I'm gonna give her a little treat. And this is a Kento glass cup that I got from Cafe Momento. This is the best oat milk. I'm gonna do a little homemade simple syrup. I'm gonna do about that much in case if you want more, I'll leave it here. And then we're gonna add our matcha. We're also gonna add joy macaroons. Do you want pistachio, cookies and cream, lemon, or raspberry?
Pistachio.
Pistachio. Here you go. Isn't it so cute?
Adorable.
Bamboo straw, of course. It's such a pretty green.
Regina. Thank you. It's really yummy though.
That's good.
I like it.
I was gonna make myself some matcha, but I think I want tea instead. So I'm gonna make some sencha. First thing first, let's talk about chairs. I do have a decent amount of chairs in my apartment. I used to have more, but I don't have a lot of space for it. So I did downsize a little bit, but I still have a little good amount of them. The chair that I'm sitting on right now is my most prized possessions. This is called Garden Egg Chair, made by Joe Colombo. It is made out of plastic, but it's durable enough for it to be outside because it is a garden egg chair. So whenever you close the capsule, it is weather safe for it to be outside, which I don't suggest that you should put it outside because it can get sun bleached. And on the inside, it has a gorgeous mustard yellow cushion that is really comfortable to sit. At first, I thought it was not gonna be like super comfortable to sit in, but it's actually one of my most comfortable chair. I got it for $960, which is really expensive, but they go for around $3,000 to $4,000 right now, which is kind of insane. So I think $960 is a good price since this is one of the original chair, and yeah, it's definitely an investment. I got this chair last year and it's so far so good. And next to me is actually another chair from IKEA. This is one of the OG actually. I got this about 4 years ago along with my folding table, which I don't think you can see it, but it's in the kitchen. I got 4 of these for that table specifically, but right now I'm using it as a stool, which is kind of convenient having 1 or 2 out, even though it doesn't look like it's supposed to be here. But whenever I have guests over, all I have to do is just move it to any corner of the couch and it turned into a little side table. The reason why I did this because recently I hosted a internet cat cafe and I didn't have enough small table for my guests to put their drinks on. So yeah, this is literally perfect. This was $24, I believe. You can still get it at IKEA. I forgot what's it called, but if you look up stool, IKEA stools, it should pop up. Over here we have a cat chair that I got from Amazon. It's actually not a chair, but it's a chair, I guess. But let's talk about these 2 chairs. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be keeping any of these 2 just because it's kind of look like out of place. But I got this chair from an antique mall called Montgomery Antique Mall in Fort Worth. I couldn't find where it's from because there's a lot of remake, but I believe this is one of the vintage one. I got it for $300, which is kind of expensive. But whenever I looked it up, like all of the remake one is really expensive and the vintage one is even more expensive. It's really comfortable, but again, it's kind of out of place at the moment, so I might just give it to a friend or family. And the one I'm sitting on right now, it's from IKEA. She's super comfortable, but the green is just a little too bright for my apartment. It's look more like a highlighter green than a subtle primary color. But yeah, this is from a vintage shop and this is from IKEA. Not much to talk about. Over here we have the Temi chair from Senex 6 and the color is a bold blue. For now I'm using it as a replacement for my office chair, but it's not comfortable enough to sit for a long period of time to work because it doesn't really support my back. But it's still really cute and it's still really comfortable to sit on. It's made out of suede. I actually have another one in the dining table along with another chair from Senex 6 that I want to show you guys. But I definitely want to get an ergonomic chair for my office. For now, I'm just gonna stuck with this, but yeah. This was a gifting from Senex 6. I did make a video about it long time ago though. That was whenever I used to live in my old apartment. But if you guys have seen my content on Instagram and TikTok, you've probably have already seen a lot of videos and pictures of this chair. Love her. And it's so cute over here. On top of my loft, which I designed. I didn't make, but I designed. We have 2 floor chairs. I got it from Amazon for, I think it was like $60 or between 40 and 60, but I'm using it for my little nook. And then over here, these are not really chair, but they're floor cushion and it's actually really comfortable. It's from this company called Snow Peak. They make a lot of like camping stuff, so yeah, I think it's just very cute and practical. The reason why I have these chairs and floor cushion up here because it used to be my little zen corner where I make matcha and tea, but I recently did move my matcha and coffee area downstairs. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it be, but eventually I'm gonna put my bed up here and then move everything to the kitchen area. Let's head to the kitchen because there's a few more chairs that I wanna talk about. You know, sit. You know, high five. Aww, good boy. These two stools are actually free because I got them from a dumpster. It was actually outside of the dumpster at my old apartment. They're still in really good condition and I did clean them really well, so yeah. And then over here we have two more chairs from Sun S6. This is the Temi one, which is the same one as the other one. And for this one, I do have another one in storage. It's made out of oak, and I believe this is not suede, it's more of like a velvety fabric. But yeah, it's really comfortable to sit in and it's really cute. Earlier, I talked about the little stool that I got from IKEA along with the dining table, and this is the dining table that I got. Last but not least, this is a Artec Arneo stool. I got this probably like 3 years ago on Facebook Market, but it's a vintage chair from Artec Arneo called Rocket. It's one of my favorite, and I think I'm gonna have her literally with me forever. Next, we're going to be talking about lamps, including floor lamp, pendants, table lamps. In total, I have 20. 15 here, and then I have 5 are in hiding. I believe there's one under this loft, but yeah, let's talk about them. First thing first, on this loft, I have this vintage IKEA lamp that I got from Facebook Market. It's called the IKEA Ola Wilborg yellow table lamp. It has this interesting design where you can use it as a spotlight or a table lamp. I guess I wouldn't call this lamp vintage because it was made in 2015, but it got discontinued, so I think it is one of a kind. I don't think they're gonna bring it back. Over here we have the unofficial Yoshi Tomonara lamp, and it's handmade. And over here we have another table lamp that I recently got. It's a Louis Poulsen lamp and one of my favorites. Recently I've been obsessed with the color blue, and this pale blue, I think it's perfect to be on here with all of my other trinkets. To turn it on, you basically just tap on the top and it lasts for a good 10 hours, I believe. Let's move on to the next lamp. Over here we have the duped version of the flower pot lamp. This is one of the first table lamp that I've ever gotten from a brand deal. I don't really use it anymore, but I put it next to this little tiny bed for my cat, so it kind of looks like a little side table with the lamp. I think it's really cute being over here. And then on this table we have the analog task light by Gantry. I actually have a lot of the Gantry lamps in my home because they're one of my favorite company. I actually have the floor lamp version 2, which I'm gonna show you guys later, but it's really cool because you can adjust it to whatever position you want it to be, which I think is kind of unique. Also, it's perfect to be on this table because pretend this is a headphone, but sometimes I do rest my headphone on here. By the window, I have this lamp that people always ask me about. I believe it's called tension lamp. It's a floor to ceiling lamp. It's designed by John Pierre and Henry Delord in 1971. Unfortunately, this is not the original. It would have cost me a limb and maybe a liver, but yeah, this is the dupe version. Sad to say, but she's duped. I like to call her my pregnant lamp. Back to this wall, we have 4 lamps in total. This is a yellow lamp, another lamp from Gantry, and then over here we have the layer lamp from Bang. It's called Bang Ơi Bang A. This company sent me this lamp, but you can get it from Momo Design or their website. It's really cool because there's multiple acrylic plates wrapped around this orb to create that orange hue. On top we have the Tom Dixon lamp. Kind of looks like a mushroom. I can't really turn it on because it's actually dead right now, but I really like her. Last but not least, the infamous baguette lamp. This lamp is created by Yukiko Morita. This lamp is actually a real baguette. She basically have a bakery in Japan, and I saw an interview where she talked about how she baked all these baguette in the morning and choose the prettiest one to turn into a lamp, which I think is really cool. But yeah, can't really buy into it, but it's real. This is the main entrance of the house, and right next to it I have the analog floor lamp from Gantry. This is the same one as the one over there by the office table. At first I thought it was going to be an adjustable lamp, but it's not. Although you can still adjust the little block. Kind of looks like it's from Minecraft, which is really cool. Since this corner lacks a lot of natural lighting and I don't have a skinny lamp to fit over here, this is like literally the most perfect lamp to be in this corner. On this wall I have the Varmblix lamp from IKEA, designed by Sabine Marcellus, also known as the donut lamp. Funny story, to get this lamp I went through so much trouble with. Okay, so what happened is that this lamp, they don't get restocked at our location a lot. So what I did is that I got up really early, went to IKEA, and had to wait for like 30 minutes, but I had to work on that day. So I did lie to my manager and said that my tire just popped out of nowhere. I might have like run over a nail or something, and she was like, oh, it's okay, like don't worry about it. So if you're watching this, I'm so sorry and I love you. But yeah, when I got there, they were like, oh, the store's like completely closed because it was raining too. Their Wi-Fi was out, and so luckily nobody like was able to get inside because the Wi-Fi is out. And so I waited for a little bit more, and then people started to leave because there was a lot of people were waiting for this lamp too, and everyone started to leave, and the lady just come out and be like, oh, you can actually go inside and get whatever you need, because like they can take everything manually. They can take your payment manually. So whenever I went in there, I couldn't find it, and turned out it was just sitting in the corner. I basically fought for my life for this lamp, which I still have it for 3 years now. And over to the bed area, I have the Yoji floor lamp from Urban Outfitter. This was a collaboration between me and them, and I think it's one of the most perfect lamp in this house. Last but not least, these are the pendant lamp from Gantry. I believe it's called Pendulum or Macaroon. I don't remember which one it's called, but it's really cute. Before installing these, I had the spotlight, just regular black spotlight, but yeah, it's really ugly, so I replaced it with these gorgeous pendant lamp. And it's also adjustable, so I can bring it down even more if I wanted to. My next collection that I want to talk about are vinyls that I've been collecting for the past 5 years. I do have quite a lot, so let's get into it. You can't really hear anything right now because I turned the volume all the way down, but the vinyl we're currently playing right now called Luminescence Creatures by Ichigo Alba. I recently just got this in the mail. This is her brand new album. She's on a world tour right now, and I'm gonna go see her in Seattle in April, and I'm so excited for it. I'm just gonna go really quick with this because we do have a lot. So for the first one is Nuam. I believe that was it called. It's also by Ichigo Alba and Mahito the People. Next we have, oh, this is new. This album called Memory of a Day by Fantagram. And the vinyl, it's in this gorgeous red and orange color. Kind of looks like sunset. Next we have Beach House, Depression Cherry. I also have Time Lapse by Yukiko. I got it in Korea. Actually my cousin sent it to me. This is, what is it called? Pacific Breeze 3. It's a compilation of a bunch of different artists in one vinyl. This is All Yours by Alt J. Cinema by The Marias, one of my first vinyl ever. Glass Animal, Dreamland, and oh, I gotta cover this. Kali Uchis. Love her. She looks so good. I love her so much. Also, one of my first vinyl. The record holder I'm using is a spiral sculpture made by Gustav West. In the center layer, I have Uncle Jazz by Men I Trust. Love them. Then another Glass Animal, Ichigo Hashimoto. I haven't listened to this one yet, even though I bought it a while ago. This is gonna be next in queue. Submarine, The Marias. Oh my god. So good. Too good. Spirited Away soundtrack, Akima Nakamori. Leve. Love her so much. She's gorgeous. Another Men I Trust, and this is the Forever Live session. Like a Fable by Shintaro Sakamoto. And then this is another Pacific Breeze. I believe this is the first issue that they did. For the last section, I have Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. Gorgina, mother. Another Billie Eilish. So good. This is everything. Ilo Milo is my favorite song. Classic, Crybaby by Melanie. Love Faye Webster. This is Atlanta Millionaires Club. My Neighborhood Totoro soundtrack. Cigarette After Sex. This is the first vinyl that I've ever gotten for myself. Clara. Of course, gotta have Lana Del Rey. This is the band I'm currently obsessed with, Wave to Earth. And this is their Flaws and All album. My most prized possessions of vinyl. I gotta cover her bumps, but Ichigo Alba, Windswept Aden. And my favorite song has to be Dawn in the Aden or Porcelain. That one's really good too. Duplicates of the Wave to Earth one. And last but not least, Lamp. I love this one so much. I got it at the concert. I'm honestly super proud of this collection. It's kind of basic, but like not really at the same time. But yeah, more to come. For these last few things I want to talk about are ceramics, books, and small trinkets. So like pop art, figurines. First thing first, I want to talk about this little shelf right here that I built specifically only for my small trinkets because I used to have them over there actually by those shelves, but they're too small for it. And since I have this awkward column in the middle of the room, I think it would be really cool to build a U-shaped shelf that fits perfectly into the corner and have little tiny shelf for my small trinkets, and it turned out perfect. I did make a video about that, which is my most recent video. So if you wanna, take a look, go check it out. But yeah, let's talk about these trinkets from top to bottom. The first thing I want to talk about is this blue cup. It's a handmade cup in Fort Worth, Texas by Kendall Davis Clay. And then I also got this recently. It's from a small business in Seattle and it's called Little Oki Studio, one of my favorite cups. This is an incense holder made by Blue Boy Studio, I believe. And then I have a little Vivian Westwood lighter. Kind of hard to light them, but a chasen, which I don't want to throw away because it's like my very first chasen, but I don't use it anymore. Another bowl made by Kendall Davis Clay, which is the same one as this one. And on the inside it has a little cat. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's really cute. And then this little sculpture, and it's made by an artist in Fort Worth also. Over to the side, I got this cup from World Market. I believe it's from World Market. And then I got this from Seattle. It's a candle. I believe it's from a shop called Hito. For the name of this candle is Sora Sky. And last but not least, I have this shot glass that I got from Seattle again, and it's from Osara Commissary. A little cup from Goodwill, an empty bottle of Asahi, and Hirono from Pop Mart. This cup is from Seattle. I actually have a lot of things, like especially small ceramics from Seattle, and on the inside it has these little bunnies. This is a cup made by my friend Christiana. Her Instagram is love FALD. I can't pronounce that, so I'm not gonna say it. And then again, I have another cup from a friend, Sumi. So cute. One of my favorite cup ever, because I love little cups that have like little legs. Over to the side, I have a daruma, which he only have one eye drawn in, because apparently if you make a wish, you draw his right eye, and then when your wish is fulfilled, you draw on the left eye. And in this box, I have some Palo Santo, and then down here I have ceramics made by my friend Cameron. Over to this side, I have a little teacup. This thing I got from Osara Commissary. And another cup I got it from Gifted, which is a local gift shop in Fort Worth. These last three cups are from three different places. We have World Market, we have one made by my friend Cameron, and this one is from, I believe, Drink the Key. Yeah, for the next thing I want to briefly talk about, because I do have a lot of small knickknacks, which is figurines. On this little shelf right here, we have an assortment of Smisky, Sonic Angels, and Miffy. These are all from blind boxes. And over to this latter shelf that I got from IKEA, we have more Pop Mart, some Totoros, this little Garfield right here, so cute. And then we have more Miffy, these little bears from, I believe, the Antique Mall. Yeah, my very first Misky turned out to be a secret one, which I think is really cute. And I put it next to my new jean stuff because I'm a bunny. It's not new jeans anymore, it's NJZ. Sorry, NJZ. I don't have a lot of small figurines on here, but I do want to talk about a few things. So we have Totoro, a Pop Mart, some Lego plant, and then more Pop Mart, more Legos. That's about it. On my office table, I have all sorts of Hironos from different collections. Since I do have a lot of them, I thought it would be super cute to place it on my monitor stand. And up on the loft, I have more small knickknacks, which will be a lot to get into, so I'm just gonna briefly show you guys. More ceramics, and then more Pop Mart, of course. These are Nyota. She's currently one of my favorite. She kind of looks like Hironos, but like girl version. Some books, more Hironos, and yeah, that's all of it. And for the last thing I want to talk about today are my books and magazine collection. So from right to left, we have Ornament is Not a Crime. It's one of my favorite books for interior. We have Tokyo Style, How to Live with Objects, Design Classic. We have June Magazine, And then this is a book by Mark DeSavero, and it's basically a collection of his sculpture around the world. Kinfo magazine and the cuts out from MoMA. Down to the coffee table, I have two Yoshi Tomonada books. This is a Pinacoteca collection, and I believe this one is Yoshitake Nara. On this console, I have two magazines from Pop Eye, a huge collection from Architecture Digest. It's actually not that big, but I got these from the antique store, and I really want to start finding more vintage one instead of buying new ones. So on top of the console, I have the Essence of Japanese Design. I recently got this book not long ago, and my favorite Yoshi Tomonada book, along with my Yoshi Tomonada, the drummer, figurines from MoMA. And that's about it with this video. There's so many more things I can talk about in this apartment, but this video would have been like an hour long. So I'm probably gonna do an update video about this, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching it all the way to the end, and hopefully I will see you guys soon. If you guys have any question about the items I have in my home, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye!